We will now that we're well past the start time of the next hearing, we will move on to the next hearing, which is human trafficking notice requirements, city-owned and occupied buildings. I will turn the floor over again to Council Member Net as the sponsor of that bill to just explain what this bill is proposing, and then we can proceed. Go ahead, Councilmember Net.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So this bill builds on previous legislation passed by this body that would require the posting of human trafficking resources and information in private buildings, so hotels, restaurants, bars. That was something we did 2 years ago. In that, some of the feedback I've gotten is that this should be something that is also posted in municipal buildings as well. And so this legislation essentially does that. It requires the same posting that we've asked private industry in public spaces.
Thank you for that, Councilmember Burnett. I guess I can view this as like a corrective bill. I appreciate you bringing this up. I certainly always wish that the city does what we're asking others to do. So thank you for bringing this to light. In the interest of time, what I'm going to just ask is if there's any agencies that do not stand by their report to speak up. No, okay. And then as far as
Sorry, Mr. Chair. Stephanie Murdoch, the Department of Housing and Community Development. I understood that there were going to be some amendments introduced to this bill this evening. We do stand by our report if the amendments are introduced and approved.
Okay, thank you. Any other agencies have anything they want to add? All right, and as far as the attendees here, if you're attending this hearing, a lot of the people are the same from the last hearing. If you'd like to testify for this bill for or against, I'll just ask you to raise your virtual hand that you can do so on your screen if you'd like to testify or comment in the chat. If not, we are going to proceed. So I'll give you a minute to do so if you'd like to. Councilmember Burnett, did you have amendments to this bill?
I do. My apologies for not sending them last night. I'm going to send it to you all now, but I'm happy to walk through them as well.
You just explain them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Councilman, could you send them to me and Mr. DeFranco also, so we're on the same page as to what we're passing?
Yep. 1 second.
Well, I'll pull the email out and send it to Mr. DeFranco, assuming the bill passes with these amendments.
Yeah, I'm doing so right now. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, and in the meantime, I don't see any hands raised other than
No hands, Mr. Chair.
that was from last hearing.
Last time he's gone.
Okay. So we're just waiting on Councilman Burnett.
All right. You all should have them.
Okay. You want to just walk us through it so we know what it is and we'll go from there?
Yep. So the First Amendment, number 1, corrects the phone number on the text hotline that would be required to be posted. So it's a substantive amendment. Number 2 provides more clarity on what should be stated as the website, which should read the United States Department of Homeland Security Blue Campaign. The Blue Campaign is a DHS project that focuses on human trafficking and human trafficking resources, manages a lot of the communications around this nationally, and is a great resource for anybody that is looking for resources for human trafficking anywhere in the country. It's pretty uniform, and we thought that was a little bit more appropriate for this. Amendment number 3 came from DHCD, and we wanted to make it clear that while the city buildings, we do want to make sure that we use postings in all of the buildings in operation, that we aren't requiring the posting of vacant buildings. And then it also adds clarity that any building that is occupied primarily by the Baltimore City Public School System is also not included in this requirement. And that's because we don't have local control over the school system. So we wanted to be as clear about both of those provisions as possible. And so those are what we have so far.
All right, thank you for that explanation. Do any members of the council have any questions for either the agencies, the bill sponsor? Nope. Okay, go ahead, Councilman Burnett. Would you like to make a motion to move your amendments?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to move the 3 amendments.
All right, I'll second that. So, Richard, that's moved by Councilman Burnett and seconded by myself.
Okay. This is on the amendments. You want a roll call or a voice vote?
No, we're just going to do a voice vote.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. All right, the ayes have it. Go ahead, Councilman Burnett. Would you like to make a motion on this bill?
I'd like to move the bill as amended, Mr. Chair.
Okay, and I'll second it.
Okay.
And we'll just do a quick roll call.
That's the second by the chair. Okay. Are we ready for roll call?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chair Schleifer.
Yes.
Chair Schleifer votes aye. Vice Chair Burnett.
Yes.
Vice Chair Burnett votes aye. Mr. Cohen.
Yes.
Mr. Cohen votes aye. Member McCray.
Yes.
Member McCray votes aye. Mr. Pinkett.
Yes.
Mr. Pinkett votes aye. Member Sneed.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, there are 6 votes in the affirmative, no negatives. We can go to second read at the next meeting on November 2nd.
Thank you very much.